All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to episode 20 of the weekly Gridiron. As always, we're your hosts, Adam,
Dante,
and Luke. And we are joined by some special guests today. Welcome back, Josh Knapp, Zach Nitchie. Good to have y'all on.
Yes, sir. We're back.
As today, we will be making our final 2023 mock draft. Draft is Thursday, 2 days from now. We're definitely going to get this out to you guys before the draft. This is exciting. We're doing 2 rounds. Of course, everyone's going to take control of their favorite team in this. So, Luke, you've got the Patriots. I've got the Panthers. Knapp has got the Lions, and Dante and Nitch are going to split the Steelers. They've got that all figured out. And other than that, we'll just
GM and assistant GM. So
yeah, we'll just alternate around. We'll take turns. Do we have a specific order we want to go with? I know the number 1 pick is Carolina, so I guess I'm going to go first. But
Yeah.
I'll take Houston. Then
Luke, do you want Seattle?
I-
Because you have something in mind for that.
No, I did that last time.
Okay.
I'll see if other people agree with me or not. So I'll take Arizona.
Luke's got
Because they're
Arizona.
my token second favorite team, even though I need a new second favorite team.
I'll take Indy, I guess.
I
Alright.
guess with Seattle and Detroit. I'll go back to back. I don't care.
Yeah, Knapp. We can just
Yeah,
go back to
That
back.
works for me.
We could just do it like a, I don't
Like
know,
a snake,
order or
almost like a
whatever.
snake order.
I was about to say we can do like a snake. I think that'll work.
We might-
If y'all can keep up with that.
Yeah, we
We'll
might
just
get
wing
all.
it. We'll just
we might
wing it.
get
It's
all-
fine. We're gonna be good.
It's gonna
Wait,
get
wait.
all jumbled because we're gonna have like our favorite teams in the middle. So, okay, do we want to get started?
Let's get started.
Okay, I had this pick in mind last night, so I'm not gonna waste any time. Carolina's got the first pick, thank God. And with the first pick, the Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback.
Oh,
Finally, he's
Not gonna
coming around
waste
to
any
it.
time.
I know it's been a big discussion in the group lately. Stroud, he's been holding on, but he's finally come to it. I like it.
After Stroud got that score on that test and Bryce
Yes,
Young
he
got the
does.
highest percentile, I think you got to go with the smartest man, best decision maker. Got to go with him. So
Especially that SEC competition, the way he played last year. I mean,
right,
my
yeah,
mind.
yeah. I love Stroud and I hope he goes somewhere nice, but I think Bryce is going to be the pick. So
all right. Second pick.
Houston.
Second pick. I think it's really no brainer. I saw a lot of people saying this team could go with, as you see at the top of the screen, Jalen Carter. They go Will Anderson. They could even go Will Levis, but I think the obvious pick is CJ Stroud. Him and Bryce Young outside that test, they're really close. You know, they're neck and neck in terms of talent, in terms of potential. So yeah, I think they'll definitely be 1 and 2.
All right.
I'm not sure that that's necessarily the case, but I guess we'll see.
It's fair.
I think that CJ Stroud could drop more than that, and I think that the Texans may like Will Levis more than CJ Stroud, but you kind of
That's
can't go
true.
wrong. I mean, both have the physical traits for sure.
Mhm.
For the Cardinals, you kind of just need the best player off the board, and so that's going to be Jalen Carter.
Mm.
I guess. The little I know about the draft, I'll let you guys intervene if you think Will Anderson is better than Jalen Carter.
I'm on the Will train. You have a better positional value there. I just think that's what I think personally. I'm gonna let you make the pick. I have my own mock draft I'll release on Thursday or something. Obviously, it's gonna look a lot different than this, considering it's a group mock. But
What do you think?
I'll let you try with it.
You wanna stick with
I'll stick
Carter?
with Jalen Carter.
All right,
guess.
Jalen Carter. That's a good pick.
You kind of can't go wrong in this.
That's a good pick. Okay, Indianapolis.
All
Nick,
right. So
what do we
I got Indy. Okay. So a lot of reports are saying that CJ Stroud could fall maybe here to the Colts. People are saying that Stroud to the Colts is a dream scenario for the Colts. But since Stroud's off the board here, I'm gonna go with a guy that I've just seen the Colts liking him and can see him in a Colts jersey. Me and Adam have been on this opinion of late. I even said this at the start of the draft process.
Yep.
I think if the board is like this, the Colts draft Will Levis from Kentucky. I just think he just fits the type of quarterback they like. Just the type of, I don't know how to say, like the type of way they like to run their organization. I feel like Will Levis exemplifies that. Like
White guys.
I just saw them liking him from the start of this process, and the reports say I'm right. They really like him. Some are saying they even have him above Stroud on their board.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
if the
it's
board
interesting.
falls like But I can definitely see Stroud dropping here to 4, where the Colts could maybe draft him here. They'd have a decision between Stroud and Levis. But with the board the way it is, since Dante picked Stroud for the Texans, I'm gonna go Will Levis.
So Nap, when I had the Reds to Seattle the last time we did a mock draft, I made a very interesting pick, and one at the time that was kind of way out in left field, but it started to become more of a possibility. So I'm interested to see if you take the same guy here.
I mean, this is going to be, I mean, with who's on the board, I mean, if Seattle doesn't do this, I think it's a no-brainer who you're taking. You're taking Will Anderson if you're on the, if he's still on the board. It's not even,
I
it's
mean,
not a complicated decision.
I think he's the best player in the draft. In my
100%. There's
yeah.
no doubt in my mind that I feel the same way. That goes to my Lions, so I'm back on the board. If this is how the board falls, there was noise about taking a quarterback. I think that noise has largely gone away. I mean, this to me, another no-brainer pick. You got Devon Witherspoon on the board. Lions, I mean, they did a great job adding to the secondary this offseason, but I think they're going to make another. They got to get another cornerback or two for the future. Stock up on the secondary. A lot of our guys 1-year deals, except for Sutton, who's on a 3. You take Devon Witherspoon here. This isn't really hard for me.
Word.
All right, Witherspoon, good pick. So
Okay.
if
Who's
we're
up first?
going in a we're
Well, you
going in
got
a
Snitch up now.
snake draft, I guess Snitch you'll take Vegas. I guess we're doing it that way.
If this is how we
okay,
want to do it,
so-
do we want to do Snake or do we want to?
Yeah, let's just do Snake.
May as
Let's
well.
do it.
Yeah.
We're already doing it right now, so we might as well keep at
You may
it.
as well.
Okay, so the Raiders. They could honestly go so many ways. We know the Raiders drafting history. Like, you never know what they're going to do. But I think here, gosh, I really don't know. They could go whatever. I'm so bad at making mocks, but I think here they go, give me Christian Gonzalez here for the Raiders. That just makes the most sense to me right now, the way the board is. They could go offensive line. They need that help. Those are the 2 positions I think they could go here, but I think corner right now and Gonzalez, I think that's the best because their defense needs a lot of help.
Wait, before we move on to the next pick, Luke, what did you think I was going to do at 5 with Seattle? What were you waiting for me to do? Because you said you were very curious to see what I was
I
going to do.
didn't think you were going to do it, but I'm seeing them connected to Richardson more and more.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I have seen that as well. Him or Carter at 5 has been the big
And now
noise.
looking at it, I'm not sure where he's going to go, but I
Yeah,
guess
I
that
don't
puts
know
me on
either.
the clock for Atlanta, and I know they won't take him because maybe they don't feel like they have something in Desmond Ritter, but they're going to at least see what they have.
And you got Taylor Heineke backing him up too. I think it's just kind of they're in a weird spot.
That's
right
right.
now. They really
They're
are.
Very weird.
they're mid. That's what it is. So
It's the truth.
So
they're
that's
not
my
going to take
pick, right?
they're not going to take Bijan because Tower Algier is cheap and he's much better than expected. They're not going to take JSN. They're not going to take Dalton because they still have to see if Kyle Pitts is worth a damn. So I guess the only real answer here is Peter Skronsky. I don't really know any better.
That could work.
Been
Wait,
seeing a
wasn't
lot of
I
edge mock to them as of late.
Yeah.
Remember too, you don't just have to go on the board. You can always scroll down a little bit on the board, see what else you can figure out a little.
I wrote out some
Well,
prospects
Adam's
on our
controlling
end
the
too.
screen, so I'm kind of just looking at what
Yeah.
I'm looking at. So
Sorry, you could.
Oh, you're good.
I have my
I'm
list.
Trying to keep track here. Okay, Skoronsky. All right, got it.
All
I'm
right.
trying to keep it over here.
Dante, you got the Bears.
I would have gone if I was Atlanta. Just to say, I would have went with JSN. That's just me though.
That would worked.
I think it's too
Um,
high for that.
I think it's too high as well.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced with him as the number 1 wide receiver either.
Ooh.
I kind of am. But Dante, you now have Josh Knapp's favorite team.
Now this hurts me to do. This hurts me to do because I want this guy to be a Steeler really bad. But
I already
would
know.
take
I
Paris-
already know.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Been
They
seeing
need a
him go
tackle,
as
and
high as 3.
he's a
Arizona.
generational talent. So yeah, I'm going Paris Johnson to the Bears.
This could be a trade up for the Steelers, though. A lot of reports are saying that. I think Todd McShay said he's heard that the Steelers have contacted Bears about their pick, the Titans about their pick. So
I guess we'll
trade
see.
up.
Doesn't really
And the
hurt.
Steelers are reportedly a team that wants to trade up, which there's not many of them. So. who knows?
Okay.
You know Omar Khan wouldn't give away wouldn't give away much for a pick. He's pretty smart
Yeah.
about all that stuff.
And he said in his press conference yesterday that he's going to be in contact with 31 of the 31 teams before Thursday, before the draft, about trades. So
Nice. I like that.
they would have talked to every team. So keep that in mind.
Okay,
All right.
10. Back to Adam.
I guess I have back-to-backs here because it's a snake draft. So I'll do Philly and Tennessee. And I'm going to start with what a lot of people may think is a surprise. Last time, I've been talking like edge rushers, defensive players for Philly, but I've seen something. I'm going to go with a surprise. With number 10 overall pick, the Eagles select running back Bijan Robinson,
Oh, wow.
Texas.
I wouldn't be that
Netflix either.
surprised.
I
seen-
wouldn't be that surprised either at this.
I've seen it mocked.
Did y'all see
No.
there were like talks of them getting Derrick Henry? Y'all seen that?
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think Tennessee seemed to
I
shut
think
that
they
down
aren't
pretty
true.
fast.
I think Titans GM said yesterday that they're not trading him.
That would be
So-
very dumb.
But who knows? Who knows? Something could happen. We just never know during the draft.
For sure.
In Tennessee,
I.e. AJ Brown.
for the Titans, you can go a bunch of different ways here. I'm not really sure how much help they need on defense, but there's one area I know they will need help in the future. I've said this before. I believe it's Ryan Tannehill's last year in Tennessee. I think after this year, I think they're going to go in a different direction some way. And I think you might as well get the guy that you could have sit behind Tannehill for a year, get prepared, learn that offense. And that guy is going to be Mr. Anthony Richardson from Florida.
Nice. So I'm up now, correct?
Yep, you got Houston again. So
All right. That's cool. And I already know who I'm taking. I'm getting that college connection. I have the Texans taking JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
oh man, that's perfect.
So that's Stroud and JSN on the same squad. Part
Okay,
of-
so for 13, technically it would be Luke, but the Patriots are next. So
Luke?
we'll leave him for that pick. So Dante or Niche, which one of you, or Nap or Niche, I'm sorry, which one of you guys wants to take Green Bay?
I do not want Green Bay.
I'll do
Right.
Green Bay.
I
No,
would
because
not
I
want
actually want to do Green Bay now because of everything that's happened here.
That way,
Um,
yeah, we can give Nap the Jets, even though he may not like the Jets that much anymore.
I know who I'm going to
Yeah.
take for the Jets. So this is
That's
easy.
perfect then.
Yeah.
We'll see if he gets taken before though. So all right, Niche, go ahead.
Okay, so as we know, the Aaron Rodgers trade happened yesterday. Thank God, because we were just thinking on doing this today, and
I was
luckily
waiting
it's
for it
now
to
happened.
happen. I'm thankful it did.
Yeah. So right here, you move up 2 spots. I think the Packers got a great haul in that trade. That conditional second will most definitely turn into a first next
All
year.
right, definitely. 65% of the snaps.
And
Absolutely.
so now that you're buying into Jordan Love as your guy, who sat back 3 years, 3 years
3.
behind Aaron Rodgers, now he's off to New York. You need to make him comfortable, buy into him, show your belief in him, which they have. And I think doing that is you draft him a weapon, and that weapon is Jackson Smith and Jigba.
He already
off-
went. Yeah, he already went.
Oh crap, you did? Oh my god, I'm a retard. Oh my god. Okay, so
Still weapons there. There are still weapons on the board.
yes, I will still
Still
give him a
weapons.
weapon, but this one from the tight end position, I think you give him Dalton Kincaid from Utah.
Good pick. That's a great pick.
Okay.
Luke, you are up
Um,
for the Cheatriots.
Oh,
very funny. Still living in the past. I see. Okay. As a Patriots fan, I'm excited here to be able to take my wide receiver 1 of this draft, and Quinton Johnson from TCU here at the 14th pick.
all right.
Well, that
like-
makes my pick even easier. Thank you, Luke, because I think the Patriots are going to take a tackle.
You're probably right, but I don't know the draft like any of you do, so I don't really care.
Fair enough.
Quentin Johnston. Perfect.
All right, so right here, yep, he already has it filtered up. Offensive tackle, the Jets. Give me Darnell Wright here. He's
Over
probably
Broderick
the second best tackle in this draft behind Paris Johnson. I don't think it's really shouldn't be that hard of a decision. They only slid down 2 spots, but that's actually huge because New England does need a tackle. They're probably going to take a tackle, and they may take a guy that the Jets are really interested in. So give me Darnell here.
Okay. Dante, do you want me to take the Commanders because I know you're going to have Pittsburgh?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. I don't know about positional need much anymore into this pick. I mean, I know they need a corner really badly, but I was thinking about it. I'm shocked this guy's still on the board, even if it's a positional need or not. I'm going to give the Commanders Tyree Wilson. I don't know how this man has not been.
Yeah, how has he fallen that far?
How we had him fall? What the?
I have no idea how this guy's still on the board, but I'm going to give him to Washington. So
Jeez, we suck. God.
no, we're all good. We like to have fun.
It's just the big board. The big board has been weird. I don't know why they have him ranked 28th, but hey,
That's just the way it goes. All right.
All right,
Well,
Dante. Interesting
Dante.
to see what you do here because you have Jordan Addison and Joey Porter Jr. here.
Right.
Or will you take neither of them?
Yeah.
or
we'll
tackle.
see.
I am gonna pass on a tackle for this pick right here.
Or will he take a quarterback? Just kidding.
Give me Stetson Bennett. No. I
But-
think it's pretty obvious here. I think we all know I'm a big Penn State guy and a big fan of this guy. Give me cornerback from Penn State, Joey Porter Jr. to the Steelers.
Legacy
That
pick
makes
too.
sense.
Joey
I
Porter's
w-
bad.
if the board falls like this, I would agree. Once again, I think there's a possibility of a trade up here with the Steelers. If,
Obviously.
in fact, they really fall in love with Paris Johnson, or heck, they could maybe trade up for Darnell Wright because it looks like he may go near top 10 or high.
Personally, the number one guy on my board is Paris Johnson. I think he's a generational talent.
Same here. I think Paris is the man, and he's gonna be all pro type guy. He's
Absolutely.
gonna be good. So, but if the board falls like this and the Series decide to stay back, this could definitely be a pick. They could go corner. They could go him. Deontay Banks is an option. We know
Maryland.
Coach Tomlin and his Maryland roots. He loves guys
Yeah.
there, and he really fits what they like too. Press man guy. Tomlin loves man, so he could be a pick. But Joey Porter Jr. that too, and he was just on Pat Pete's podcast and said he would love to play for the Steelers. So, yeah, so this could definitely be a pick.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, Mr. Knapp. Second
Back on the
pick for the
board.
Lions, number 18.
So the first time we picked corner. It's a need, obviously. The other big need on this board for the Lions is defensive tackle. Who is the number one defensive tackle on that list? Pittsburgh's own Kalijah Cansey. I could also see them going edge here. Miles Murphy, Lucas Van Ness, Nolan Smith. They're going to take care of D-line again in the first round. There's not much. I mean, it's just kind of an obvious pick here. I like Kalijah Cansey a lot. Reminds me a little bit of Aaron Donald, not necessarily saying he's going to be the next Aaron Donald, but Brad Holmes was in Los Angeles when they drafted Aaron Donald. I see a lot of similarities here. If this is how the board falls, you can't really argue against this pick here.
Okay. All right. So next up, we have the Buccaneers. Who wants
how
to
did-
take this pick? Because I feel like we're kind of out of order.
Yeah, so the order's kind of jammed
Well,
up a little bit.
Mitch, you haven't gone since 13.
I
so
haven't gone in a while. Yeah, I'll go
Why
here.
don't we give him the Buccaneers?
I'm still shocked. This guy's on the board here too, and you know what? Let's go for it. Buccaneers need some O-line help. I think here you go. The shocked he's still on the board. I say Broderick Jones here.
Yeah, I
um,
like that a lot.
I feel like don't they have like Donovan Smith or something? Ain't he
Donovan
getting
Smith
up
got
there?
cut, so they have a big.
Oh, he got cut, so they have
They have a hole.
tackle. So
Mhm.
perfect. You can plug in
Yeah.
Broderick Jones there. Very athletic. And yeah, you're gonna have a new guy at QB, whether it be Baker or Cal Trask.
Or
And their O line's been their strong suit. I think you keep it there. And yeah, I'm shocked Broderick's still on the board here, but let's go Broderick Jones for Tampa.
You want Seattle?
I'll take it over.
All right, Luke, why don't we give you Seattle next, number 20?
Yeah.
Let's go to, you want to go to my list?
I really don't even know.
That's your fair.
I don't know what the position needs.
Well, Seattle's first pick was Will Anderson. So,
Someone else can take their pick. I don't know.
okay.
I'll take Seattle since I already went with Seattle. Kind of have an idea of what. So I don't want to repeat like having them go edge again. if they went Will Anderson. So the way the board's falling, it's really interesting because Seattle has done a really good job the last couple of years with their rebuild on the fly from Russell Wilson. Obviously, they went to the playoffs last year with Geno. Let's take a look at that guard. Let's take a look at the interior O line real quick, and I'll give you. I like Osiris Turns a lot. I do. I don't know if I'm going to go him there. And center's not going to be a real option there. Center's not going to. You're not going to see a center drafted probably till the second round, unless maybe late first. I don't see it. Okay, go to D line real quick again. I want to see the interior D line because I just have to see who's on the board here. Who makes sense here? Brian Bercy's kind of falling off the board a little bit. This isn't my favorite pick. What's that?
After like the first like 18 picks, I have no clue what's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly, you know who's a real stuck point for me? Washington is a real stuck point for me because not like they have needs, but they're not like glaring. You know what I'm saying? It's really weird. But anyways, I digress. Back to Seattle. Go back to that interior line. This isn't my favorite pick. I don't really know if he's gonna go here. I just don't really know what else they're gonna do. Give me Osiris Turns. I mean, they do need that interior O line.
I don't think that's a bad pick. I think he's solid.
No, he'll be a great pick. He's gonna be a good guard for a while in this league, but I don't know if he's gonna go as high as I'm having him here. But that's just how the board's on. Who's up?
All right, we'll
I'll
give
take-
Luke
I'll take
LA.
the Chargers looking at their positions and needs. I don't really think that they address wide receiver this early, especially since they're holding on to Keenan
Yeah.
Allen.
Yeah.
For one more year. So I think that they'll take a guy that they're pretty happy is still on the board. They'll take Deontay Banks from Maryland.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
oh,
Baltimore.
Ugh, gross.
yeah.
Dante, maybe?
Dante, do you want me to take the Ravens pick or do you want them to do it?
I'll go with him.
All right.
And I think
Minnesota.
Give them Stetson Bennett.
they're going Jordan Addison.
Okay.
Wow, Baltimore.
Yeah. Jordan Addison too.
Okay.
I could also see if Nolan Smith or Miles Murphy are still on the board here. They
I
go
was,
with
This as well.
I was
Yeah.
picking
Edge.
either between Addison or Nolan Smith,
Mhm.
but they need a wide out. I mean, that's not, ancient like OBJ
Right. Mm-hmm.
and
True.
not lead prone like Rashad Bateman. But
Okay, I'll take Minnesota. For Minnesota, I was thinking Nolan Smith, but I actually might go corner here for Minnesota. I'm going to go with a different Smith. I'm going to go Cam Smith instead of Nolan.
he's solid. Cam Smith is good. I don't know why he's like he's low ranked, which I don't know why, but he's solid. I think he's just below like a JP. He's actually on the same tier as JPJ and Deontay Banks. I think Cam Smith is pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so I guess between Niche, Luke, and Knapp, if you guys want to decide for the next three who you guys want.
I'll take Jacksonville here since I haven't gone in a while. I'll take Jacksonville.
I'll take Dallas. I already know who I'm going to take.
All right,
for
then
Dallas.
I'll take the G-Man. That's fine.
G-Man. Okay. So here, Jaguars, you need an edge rusher. You got two great ones on the board here in Nolan Smith and Miles Murphy. And just knowing how they love their athletic edge rushers with Trayvon Walker, I think Nolan Smith here would be the pick. You got two young Georgia edge rushers there in Trayvon Walker and Nolan Smith. Two freakish athletic guys. I think that it would fit perfect. It give offensive line fits. And Jacksonville's building too. So this would be a great pick for them if he somehow does fall to them.
Nice.
All right.
All right, for the Giants, I'll do my token, another boring pick for a weapon instead of some high IQ. They take this defensive guy because it's a big need of theirs. I don't really know. So I'm just going to give them Zay Flowers from Boston College. I think he's in the first mock that I did. He's the last wide receiver I had with the first round grade. So for a team that really needs it and a team that made the playoffs last year, that could be what they really need to help them out.
I think that's an obvious pick there. I'm a big fan of that pick. I think Probably will have him going there in my mock later this week as well. I think, there's been talk about him maybe going in the top 20. I don't know if it's really going to happen, but I think 25 is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen him mocked like when Green Bay had 15. I've seen him mocked as high as there. So
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
can really see him going on anyway. So Dallas, Snap, what do you
I'm
got?
back on the board. This isn't really hard for me. They're really interested in this guy. Dalton Schultz left them in the offseason. He's right there on the board. Give me Michael Mayer. They need that athletic tight end. Jerry Jones loves playmakers. It's just a natural fit. Michael Mayer falling this far, honestly, it's kind of surprising. But again, tight end isn't in terms of positional need, tight end isn't as high on the list. But again, Dalton Kincaid off the board as well, which would be really interesting to see if he falls off the board before Mayer does. That'd be a real steal to see whoever gets Mayer then. But in this case, it's Dallas. I already think they're going to take him anyway. Boom, boom, boom. It all works out. Dallas and Michael.
So Dante,
Mhm.
I don't know if you want Cincinnati or not, but I have a player in mind I might want to draft for the Bengals, if that's okay.
I'll go Buffalo.
You
That's
want to go Buffalo? All right,
I'll go
cool. We'll do
Buffalo.
that.
I'll go Buffalo. I'll give them Stetson Bennett. I think he
Um,
can start right away.
I'll go.
Can
no,
we
I'll
just
give
pick
it to you.
Stetson Bennett in this 2-round mock just for the lull since we keep
Yeah,
saying
sure.
it?
We can definitely do that.
This is a tough pick. I'm gonna check out linebacker first because they do need some linebackers due to the departure of Tremaine Edmonds, and I think it's between these two guys for me, Jack Campbell or Drew Sanders. I'll give the Bills Jack Campbell. He's a solid. He's a Big Ten guy. Like he's the definition of Big Ten football player. He's hard nosed and he'll fit the Buffalo Bills culture well. So yeah, Jack Campbell to the Bills.
You guys know Big Ten football firsthand, so
We do absolutely.
And I
That's
know the
why
Bills
I
firsthand, so
always
I'm
got
not
that
scared.
defense.
All right. So for my Cincinnati pick, I've had this guy. If you guys pay attention, whenever I make mocks, just to make them, I've always had this guy going there, and he's available. So we're gonna take him. I should say. I know they signed a safety this offseason, but losing Jesse Bates was huge. I feel like they need all the help they can get. I've always drafted this guy to Cincinnati, so we're gonna give them Brian Branch from Alabama.
He's
That'd
boom or bust. I think he's boom or bust. He can either be so good for you, or he won't have it. He'll have little to no effect. He'll just bring.
thing that helps him though, he's really versatile. I think. I think he can play safety and like in the box, you can play him at like slot corner, so that could help him
play
to
with
find a place. And they have Mike Hilton, who's a Swiss Army knife, and they found a great way to use him. And if they get Branch, I think I hate to say it as a Steelers fan, but I think they could find something for him for sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely has potential.
Yeah.
They also lost Von Bell too. That's also big. They have so
Bengals downfall.
Okay. Niche.
I'm going Steelers at 32. So
Well, you still want New Orleans?
New Orleans, sure. I'll go New Orleans.
You haven't gone.
Here, I think you take an edge rusher here again for New Orleans. Someone on the defensive line. Miles Murphy and Lucas Van Ness are still here, and I'm gonna put Lucas Van Ness as the pick here.
That's
Okay.
over Miles Murphy. That's interesting.
I just think Miles Murphy has a lot to work on. Like he has great get off, but his like pass rush move set, all that he needs to come up with more. Yeah, he's mainly a bull rusher because of that great get off. He can get past guys, but I think he needs to work on his pass rushing bag a bit more. And I think Lucas Van Ness is a more established edge rusher.
Pro ready for sure.
Yeah, he can be like that Trey Hendrickson for them when he was there and for New Orleans. I feel like they'd like him there.
All right, so we have 2 picks left in the second round. First round, I'm sorry. 2 teams that were just in the Super Bowl, the Eagles and the Chiefs. And Luke and Knapp, I guess you guys haven't gone in a little while. So, which one do you want, Luke? Eagles or Chiefs?
I guess I'll take Chiefs because I'm still thinking.
All
Perfect.
right.
I want Eagles because I already know who I'm taking. This is a layup here. Since you guys had Philly since Adam, you're the one that had Philly taking Bijan at 10, give me Miles Murphy at 30. I mean, I don't know why
Right.
him on the board is a little criminal at 30. but that's just the way the board fell. But they're gonna draft they're gonna draft probably edge at some point, either be it 10, be it 30. Someone's gonna go there. It's a need. Well, not necessarily a need, but Philly's in such a good spot that you can kind of just draft for guys in the future. That's kind of what their strategy's been lately. And especially with that second first round pick, and especially with they have 2 first round picks, it's really nice they're able to take care of that need,
So take Brian.
future need there.
Brian Bisbee. Okay.
All right. I'm kind of looking at Adam's big board here, and for Kansas City, I'm just gonna think. I don't think that they take wide receiver, especially after winning a Super Bowl. I don't really think you take a skill position when you don't necessarily need one, but you can always use more defensive line. I guess that's their other needs. So I'm just looking at Adam's big board, and I don't dislike this first round grade. So I'll go for Brian Brees, however you say it, from Clemson.
Per se, I think. I don't know. It's really weird.
I don't know if that's a reach or not, but back-to-back Clemson players taken.
I don't think
Not a
that's-
reach. I think about the spot. That's a decent spot for him to get taken.
I could see him going earlier, honestly.
Mm,
Depending on-
Possibly. I feel like he's falling down a little bit, falling down boards a little bit. So we'll see what happens on Thursday, Friday, whatever happens.
Niche.
All right.
Mitch,
We're
you're
on
up.
to round 2.
Thank you, Chase Claypool. Picked the 32 for the Steelers here.
I still can't believe they got that for
I
Claypool.
still like
That's
just give Omar Khan's the best GM in the league just for doing that.
unbelievable.
I'm sorry, Brad
so-
Holmes exists.
Okay.
Scott Fitterer exists.
The con artist.
Con artist clears. Okay, so here we picked corner in JPJ at 17, and you got two tackles on the board here, Anton Harrison and DeJuan Jones. And just going off of interest level pre-draft process and all that, seems the Steelers do like DeJuan Jones. So if the board were to go like this, I think DeJuan Jones here is the pick at 32 for the Steelers.
I like that. I
Big,
like
I love that
this
pick.
big guy, and what we see from the series this offseason is they want to run the ball. They are
Okay.
reassuring the trenches in Pittsburgh with Andy Weidel at the helm, and I think DeJuan Jones is just that big bruiser type of guy that will open up holes for Najee Harris.
All right. Dante, you want Houston?
Yeah,
Again?
sure, I'll go Houston
He
again.
may as well. He's
After
been up to
him twice
Houston.
already. Might as well.
This is a tough one. This is a tough pick.
I
I
guess. See, you've given him Stroud and JSN.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, are there any more like high-level Ohio State guys? But DeJuan Jones just went.
I'm going with another Big Ten guy. I'm going best guy available at the position of need at center. Give me John Michael Schmitz from
All
Minnesota.
right.
Another Big Ten guy.
Okay.
He's
That's
a big.
actually bro is. I mean, can I have the Arizona?
Yeah, take Arizona.
That's what I was actually thinking about picking for Arizona. But
You have another guy in mind?
yeah, I have another guy, and I'll just take another one of the best on the left on the board for another position of need. They'll just snatch up Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You can
I
use
see
one
that.
of those for sure. Arizona
You
needs
can
help.
never go wrong with a
Yeah.
corner.
Arizona needs help pretty much everywhere. So
Arizona's gonna be bad. It's unfortunate. It's really
very,
sad.
very bad.
It's pretty obvious.
They're
Well,
gonna-
But
hey,
they're
gonna be
playing
bad.
jerseys.
They're going to be bad in those uniforms.
Hey, I think they're
Right,
better
it's
than the ones they
even more of a
had.
tragedy.
I hated the uniforms they had before. I think they're slightly better.
I
I agree. They're slightly better, but
I do like the black jerseys. I like the black jerseys the more I look at them. The whites are meh, but like the red ones are just
I don't mind the red ones. I like the text on the front, but other than that, it's pretty.
yeah. I just feel like you need more on it. Like put like some like feathers on like the side or something. Like
Yeah.
do
we didn't do
something.
what they did on the side, like the black, like with the black and white jerseys. They both had like a little side with the Arizona.
Get
color.
new helmets
like
too.
that.
Like
I love the one thing I love about the Cardinals is their logo. I think it's so sick.
I know, like yeah, and the color scheme and just bird jerseys like are usually pretty good.
The Ravens do it the best.
They do.
I hate to say
So-
it, but yeah, they do.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, Colts. Who we got?
Nap and I think, are kind of due up. Nap, you want Indy or the Rams?
Actually, I want to take Seattle, or can I take, or should I take two? teams
That's
here?
fine.
I say I want Seattle. I've adopted Seattle in this mock draft. I'll take
I'll-
again. If you want me to
I'll
take
take
another one,
Seattle Stan,
I'll
Josh
take
Knapp.
Vegas if people don't mind.
All right,
Sure.
Luke wants
Because
Vegas.
they're practically the Patriots by now.
Nap wants. I'll make
Josh
a note of this.
McDaniels,
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers, whatever that
So-
quarterback's name is.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
I'm taking the Panthers. Yeah.
That guy. I was thinking Jared Stidham, whatever.
Well, I was gonna say
Bronco now anyway.
I may be delaying myself for a while, but I have Carolina at 39. So Dante and Niche, do you guys want to split up Indy and LA? We can do that.
Sure, I'll do LA.
All right.
Here,
Okay.
give me one
Say
second.
you
I'm gonna
want
grab something to
Indy?
eat real fast. It's been a
Yep,
very
I'll
long
take
day. I haven't eaten yet. I'll be back in a second.
Go ahead.
For Indy, I'm gonna. You wait. Do you want me to wait for Nap to get back to make my pick?
We could do that. I mean, he's
Where
going
did
to
you
get
say
something
he was
to
going?
eat real quick. So everyone said what kind of pick they wanted for like 35 to 39. So I have Carolina at 39. Luke, you have Vegas at 38. Knapp said he wanted Seattle via Denver at 37. Niche has Rams 36. Dante, I gave you Indy at 35. If that's okay.
Yep, that's good.
Give you some time to look at the board and decide who you want.
I already know who I'm taking, to be honest.
Sounds good. What
I think I know what I want to do for LA.
are you thinking of doing for Vegas?
Yeah, Tom Harris.
Hmm?
Yeah, Tom Harris.
Okay. Cool.
If not, maybe Mazes.
Both of those cool. I legit don't know who I'm going to give the Panthers at 39. I mean, I'm debating between like edge rusher or wide receiver. I don't really know what we need more. It's kind of close. Can't really go wrong with either.
No.
Apparently, Will Levis is getting #1 overall pick steam.
Dude,
today.
I saw that today. I don't know if it's a smoke screen or not. Like,
Yeah, like it has to be. I don't know
Yeah.
though.
I think it's.
The Texans could maybe pick him at 2, but I think they're full on defense, either
Yeah.
Will Anderson or Tyree Wilson.
Hey, I mean, I guess it's looking like, other than this Will Levis news, as of now, Carolina might really be the only pick that people know what they're going to do.
I know. That's
Beyond
what I
that,
said. The
really
draft's going to start after the first pick. That's when the draft's going to start, which is great because it's usually like we know the first 2-3 picks, then the draft starts. But
It
like we have
reminds-
one this year, and
it's
then
reminded-
after that, it's just
It's reminding me of like everybody knew Trevor Lawrence was going #1 overall.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody knew that.
I
And
feel like it was
there
like,
could be a
yeah.
ton of trades too. Like a ton of people are saying in the top 10 there could be a lot of trades.
And nobody knew last year who was going first. It was either going to be Hutch or what's his name?
What's his name?
Trayvon Walker. I
Trayvon
still can't
Walker.
believe that.
Mhm.
Which is I still believe a dumb pick.
Nap's still grateful for that
Oh, definitely.
Hutchinson was there for the Lions.
I was very thankful. Yeah,
Nap
I'm-
has
Oh,
returned.
he's back. All right,
We were just saying how thankful you were last year.
Oh,
that
I know.
fell right into your lap.
You know what
I
else-
think Nap laughed really freaking hard when they drafted.
I was so
Walker.
relieved. I was relieved, man. I'll tell you that much.
What if Detroit passed on Hutch? What would you have done?
Depends on who the other guy. Depends on who the next pick, or depends on who the pick was.
Well, at that point, it would have been like, okay, there's obviously something we don't know about this guy.
Yeah,
Right.
So then he would have been like, okay, fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think once Trayvon went #1, I think Detroit pretty much
Oh,
sprinted.
Brad Holmes turned
Right
and started
in.
like 2 seconds after. He literally. did.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
They laughed like the Vikings did when the Eagles took Rager.
Oh yeah.
Or like the Clippers did when they got
Yeah,
Ivica
very
Zubats for free.
Oh, that. I thought you meant something else. All right. Well, we kind of decided
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm going to take Vegas at 38. We were there when you talked about that.
I got the order down for the next few picks for who everybody wanted. So, Indy, Dante, you're up. You said you have it in mind.
Mm-hmm.
you
Anton
got?
Harrison.
Hmm.
All right.
I don't know how he fell. He's up there for, yeah. I don't know. Offensive line prospects. He's up there for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Niche, you've got
Okay.
the 2021 Super Bowl champs, the Rams.
Yeah. Rams, boy. Okay, they finally have a draft pick. Looking here, obviously I think they should go defense here. Since there's some good ones on the board here. Leonard Floyd is a free agent. Who knows if they're gonna bring him back, but I'm gonna assume they don't. And here I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Will McDonald, Iowa State.
I like that pick actually a lot.
I was torn between him and Uzama, but I feel like Will McDonald may be slightly better. Slightly better.
Okay, Nap with the Seahawks.
Let me take a second to look here at their depth chart because I've already gotten their big needs, their two biggest needs. Let me actually no, I think I'm okay. Let me get back on the full view. How the heck did I get off full view? I don't even know. Whatever. Before I make this pick, I just want to make a special shout out to Pepperidge Farms and Goldfish, the snack that smiles back, the official snack of
Sponsor us.
Sponsored WG, the WG Goldfish Crackers.
The official snack cracker of the Weekly Grade. Oh, but
Nerds gummy clusters.
I heard those are good though.
They do.
Today's water bottle of the day, Yeti.
Yeah, these do slap though.
I've got a muscle milk that I got free from the campus. I posted yesterday on my Snapchat. I said, what do people think about these? Because I've never had them, and I got them basically for free. And
very mixed reviews.
And not my wording, this is someone else's. Someone slid up and said, just be prepared to shit yourself. So
Hey, all right. That's
um,
one way to go.
So
All right, let's get back on topic, please.
I guess I'll have to drink this and find out. I'll drink it now. I guess I'll tell you guys what the verdict is later.
And with that, the Seahawks are on the board.
And with that, the
Back to
Seahawks
war,
are
actually.
Nap's second favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks.
See, I'm not even a big Seattle fan. It's just that it's just kind of the boards kind of fell that way. Anyways, let's look at the defensive interior here real quick. We got Matthew Smith on that the top 5 available according to PFF right there. But let's see, Keanu Benton, Siaki Aka, Mazzy Smith. Scroll down a little more, just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone that can go in the nope. All right, scroll back up. This is a name that's been a kind of a big riser as of late. Another defensive interior guy Seattle could use. They've been largely linked to Jalen Carter, who I think they take at 5. But since obviously the board is not falling the way I've expected it to, give me Keanu Benton from Wisconsin here at 37.
Good pick.
Does his name have 2 E's in it?
I can.
Yeah, it
find
does.
mine.
Yep.
I'm trying to write it. I have a thing here.
Gotcha.
I know the Steelers have good interest in him too, and I've
Yeah.
heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to whoever is taken because he's a Raider, so it'll be guaranteed that in 2 years he'll either be arrested on domestic violence charges or something of the like.
Or just off the team because he's a bum.
He's guaranteed to not be in the league in 2 or 3 years. But this guy was someone I've been looking at for a couple picks now. I was like, if he's still here, I'll just take it. It may not be the best pick on the board for them, but I'm just going to give them Mazzy Smith out of Michigan.
Mazzy Smith.
Mazzy, however you pronounce it, I don't know.
I think it's Mazzy. That's
I'll find out. I'll find out on the news in 2 to 3 years.
There you go.
All right. Carolina, pick 39.
GM Adam Peterzak.
We have had a great offseason building this offense, but I want to make it a little better as Josh Knapp. Where'd Josh Knapp go? Oh, okay. Well,
1 second.
there he is. Okay. If he has in mind, do you want me to wait for Knapp to make the pick or no?
Go for it.
Go ahead. I'm just taking a
Okay.
drink. I
You're
don't
good.
need anything to get the circulate around me drinking
All
the
right.
water.
I want to keep a man in town, and I want to upgrade our offense. So with the 39th pick, the Carolina Panthers select wide receiver from UNC, Josh Downs. I think it makes sense.
Shifty. It's one word to
I
describe.
have friends who are Panthers fans and UNC fans who will be very happy with that.
Yeah, I guess to stay in state. There you go.
Kind of like Ike Ekwonu last year went to NC State. Pretty close, but UNC is more close to the Carolina Panthers. So,
Okay, this muscle milk is actually fire.
Nice.
all right.
Speaking of which, I will ask that I can have the Buccaneers pick at 50.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Unless if something unforeseen happens, because
Should I do the Saints again since I did them already?
Yeah, bro, you're good. Go ahead.
We're just like adopting teams now. I love it.
Because because I actually have a good pick here for them. That's why I want them.
All right.
So here,
Horns.
I think a pretty good pick here. Shore up that O line. Protect your investment in Derek Carr. And I think a good way of doing that is to pick Steve Avila, guard from TCU.
I'll take Tennessee, unless anybody claimed him already.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was surprised Adam passed on this guy because they do need a wide receiver. Give me Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee.
That makes sense.
To Tennessee. So,
I'd say staying home.
I just picked Downs because I felt like it made more sense to keep him in state. Plus, I like him a lot. So
Downs could be a
Okay.
good player for them for sure.
then
I think Jalen Hyatt would be perfect for the Titans.
and he's also staying in state. So
How the board
All right. Nap, would you like one of your favorite teams in your division or no?
See, Green Bay is probably my second favorite team in that division.
Hey, it's your chance to give them a bad pick.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna
Okay,
draft
bye.
Jameer Gibbs. They don't need running back, obviously, but
Stetson Bennett.
see, Green Bay is gonna be good whether I give them a bad pick or not. Green Bay's a
Sean
very
Clifford.
Tyson Bagent, Arizona Cardinals franchise mode legend.
Max Doug.
Franchise mode, and he was my
Max
starter,
Duggan.
Tyler. But
is Sean Clifford even on here?
Tanner McKee, I know, is getting a ton of buzz. People are saying that he could be pretty good.
he's like a Davis Mills almost.
That's what I was about to say. Well, he went to Stanford too. so.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Same everything basically. Okay, so let's think about Green Bay here. Let's go back to the defensive interior. Give me Siaki Ika out of Baylor, another guy who's been getting a little bit of buzz. It's just a need, so we're gonna go there.
Siaki Ika.
All right. Who, 42. Who wants the Jets?
I'll take the Jets.
All right.
That's Bennett.
You sounded way too happy about that. It's like, yes, my division rival. Time to ruin.
I'm dead serious about what I'm going to do. And it's not Stetson Bennett. But it is Jake Haener.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's go.
When Aaron Rodgers goes back into the darkness retreat in 2 to 3 years, they'll need a guy who's been sitting. And we all know Zach Wilson isn't the answer. So
We got our first
Jake
mega
Haener?
reach and hatred pick of the mock draft.
Wait, Luke, you're serious?
I'm dead serious.
Hey,
Oh
hey,
my
I will
God.
say last night when Luke and I were talking, Luke originally thought maybe Carolina should get him first overall. So
Yeah.
he fell all the way to
I'd love to
43.
get Mason's reaction to this right now. Like, oh,
Mason would
Over
just be
Hendon Hooker?
Now, police, do you know that Rico Knows guy on TikTok?
Yes, I've been seeing that whole beat.
He's
between
his
them and Gio.
QB1.
Oh,
Yeah, I see. That's
speaking
crazy.
of the Jets, here's what Joe Douglas said about the comp they sent to the Packers, and I quote, "We're comfortable with how this deal is shaped. In
Yep.
any negotiation, I don't think anyone walks away where you feel you won everything. But ultimately, our goal from the beginning was to add Aaron to the team. We were able to agree to terms on that yesterday and excited to get him in here."
Here is my quote on where the Jets stand after the trade, and it's a 3-word quote. You got fleeced.
Packers did win that, but once again, we will see.
While
Sure.
we're taking a news break here, actually, another little thing on Pat McAfee show, Pac-Man Jones is on the Pat McAfee, and he said his sources are saying there is a strong possibility that DeAndre Hopkins finally gets moved this week.
Draft night
Will
trade,
make
I
sense.
bet you.
Panther.
Draft night trade, I bet you.
Riddle me this.
DeAndre Hopkins.
I'm not
for a
getting my
sixth.
hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up.
And it could be New England calling. Luke.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
Could it be Carolina?
It's not going to be New England.
It's gonna be Buffalo or Kansas City. It's gonna be
It's
one.
gonna,
Of them.
it's gonna be Buffalo.
It's gonna be Pittsburgh for Deontay Johnson.
No,
I
So happy.
I will bow down to Omar Khan and do anything.
going back to
like, I-
Nap. Going back to Nap. You said Pac-Man Jones said that?
Yeah, Pac-Man Jones apparently is on Pat McAfee all the time now. Apparently he's a friend of Pat. I didn't know
What the
this.
fuck?
Yeah. Well, they went to. I think they
What
went
does he
to.
know? What inside
WV
sources
at the
does
same
he
time.
have?
Well, he is
played in the
good
league.
friends with he is good friends with DeAndre Hopkins. Like he got him on Pat's show and everything. So
He
he's really
broke that
closely
news. He
connected
broke
with
that
him.
news like he was
When
rapping.
they need a new quarterback in a year or two. When they take
And I think him and Pat went to WVU at like the same time.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
I
don't
love
know.
how we're all just like letting this Jake Hainer pick marinate a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Is he actually gonna be there? Like
Luke's
on stage?
hatred
Yeah, he'll
for
100%
his
be
division
there probably for like
rivals
round
knows
two.
no bounds.
I bet he goes
I love
top 10.
And
Jake
what was
Hainer
think
can be
that-
a good
I think
backup
that,
though.
Theo Ash
Jake-
was saying the other day? He's like his
he
QB.
could actually be a solid backup, Jake Hainer. I'm not-
Yeah.
He's under the same coach as Coach Rogers at Cal, and I think Goff too, maybe.
It's
There's
just
the connection.
it's just crazy to see the next Brady go to the
I'm
Jets.
ahead of my time.
All right. Well, hey, speaking of the draft, is it okay if I take the Falcons at 44?
I was actually going to ask about Atlanta, but if you want to take Atlanta, go for it.
I have
haven't-
a pick in mind.
I do
Is that
too.
okay?
You take it. I want to see what you think.
All right. So I've heard rumors like that I kind of did with Philly and I did it with them. I've heard some smoke that Bijan Robinson could be a pick at number 8. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think they're going to pick somebody similar at 44. Give me Jahmyr Gibbs.
I had a feeling that's who was
The
being said
Falcons.
that. Yeah.
Najee Harris Jr.
Pretty much.
Now, I don't like to be helping out my division rival, but I think it's a pick that makes sense.
I'm a
Unbiased.
big Algier fan, so
What's their
I
R-
honestly
their
try to say
RBs?
that
They got Algier, who is actually pretty
he's
good.
phenomenal last year.
Cordell Patterson, I guess.
Yeah, I
Cordell
forgot the
Patterson,
Cordell,
yeah.
too.
And
But
then
that would help
Gibbs there
with
too. Oh
Philly.
my God, you have so many just like gadget guys. Like, oh my God.
Oh no, Twitter. Here we go again. I got another Twitter alert from ML Football. ML Football is fun. I like ML Football. He's been doing a good job lately. But per Mike Giardi,
I think
Luke, you're not gonna like this. There is real interest in Will Levis from the New England Patriots.
Oh, wow.
I don't think he's gonna be there, but
Why?
That would be
So Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi, Will Levis. What could go wrong?
Let the chaos ensue. Honestly, it's fine.
Hey, I mean, do we think Will Levis can fall to New England?
not a chance.
I doubt he
He's not
falls.
getting out.
He's
not
getting
getting out of
top
that top 10
5 buzz. I think Will Levis can go as high as like 4 and 5, but like, yeah.
Well, apparently he can go as high as 1. So
As high as
Apparently,
1, yeah.
apparently.
I can't wait for the draft, man. I'm so excited.
I know, bro. I'm sick of doing most. I just want to see what happens. Like,
It's my favorite part of the NFL
mhm.
calendar year. Like I
I
love
can't wait until Thursday night, bro. It's gonna be awesome.
my favorite part of the year is whatever 2 weeks we play the Jets, but we'll see if that changes this year.
I hope it doesn't.
They're under a ton of pressure now to make that work.
We literally somehow always get 2 wins off of them, so I don't really think that's gonna stop.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let me interrupt. Looking at the order coming up,
I have the Patriots. Obviously,
Lucas, the
I am
Patriots.
asking for the Buccaneers at 50 as well.
Lucas, the Patriots at 46 and the Bucks at 50. Nap, you
Should
have
I-
the Lions at 48.
I'll
Nick,
go
Should I do the Packers?
I was going to say, yeah, Nitch and Dante, you guys are sharing 49. So
Yes.
45 and 47, I was going to say maybe Dante and Nitch if you guys want to split those up.
I'll
Or if
go-
Nap wants to.
I'll go Washington.
All right, and Nitch wants the Packers. Nap, is that cool
Yeah, I'll
with you?
do Packers.
Fine by me.
Okay.
Okay, here. Okay, so we picked tight end for them. What do we got here?
Did we already? Yeah, we gave him Kincaid, right?
Yes, we gave him Kincaid. Let me look here. Okay, D line, what is there? Not.
Just go down.
I think. Okay, I think I have a good pick for them here. I think with how Bear the safety position is here, and you already got Branch off the board, I think you go with another freakishly athletic type guy. Antonio Johnson, Texas A&M.
All right. Okay, and now the Patriots. Go ahead. Luke.
I guess I'll just go with the best tackle available, and I think that's Jalen Duncan from Maryland.
Okay.
And that's what Adam thinks as well, which is may or may not be why I think it. But
I don't know. I just wrote names down.
Wait, who'd you say?
Jalen Duncan, Maryland.
How do you
is that
spell
a
that?
terrible pick?
There it is.
Oh my God, Adam, what's wrong with your big board? dude?
I don't know. I went off of
Okay,
lockout.
I'm gonna be honest. You went off of Adams.
I think Duncan's good.
To be honest with you, I don't know crap about him.
I just went with Adams' best available tackle, and apparently he's on the board round one.
Okay, for Washington, I'm taking the third Ohio State offensive lineman off the board, Luke Whippler, to Washington. They need a center.
It's a good pick.
I think he could be their guy.
All right. This means I'm up now. Great. So I'm stuck right here. I know what position I want. I'm taking a tight end here. Do I take Darnell Washington or do I take Sam Laporta? That's the real question.
We all know who you want now.
You know who I want. I wouldn't hate either of them. I like them both. But
Can I interrupt real quick? I just want to compliment Dante's pick because that is like Buckeye Central, Washington. So good place for Whiteford.
You're welcome.
Anyway, Nap, go on.
I've been seeing a little bit of Laporta to Detroit. I've been seeing Darnell. I've been seeing tight end is going to be something they address. I mean, I like our tight end. I like the way our tight end room finished at the end of last year, but they're going to want to add guys there. They didn't add anyone in free agency. They're going to add pretty high in this draft. Wow. Okay, this is difficult because I don't know who.
The Lions like their Iowa tight ends, dude. I'm just saying.
They do.
They did
They
take an Iowa tight end before, but Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell like the freakish athleticism. They like the grit. Sam Laporta would bring that, but Darnell Washington's basically a sixth offensive lineman on that field.
You want to go?
Give me Darnell Washington. I would be the happiest man on this planet if they got him. I know Mason's not a big fan of him. I don't really care. I am a big fan of Darnell
Right.
Washington. I think he can absolutely thrive in an environment like that. So I really hope he goes there. If not, Sam Laporta would be cool too. I mean, whoever we draft, I'll be happy with. I know they're going to draft a tight end. So
All right. And with that, Dante, Niche, let's let you both cook here for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I already know who I want.
Who do you want?
I feel like since you struck out on Bud Dupree, he's off to Atlanta. The edge rushing depth, you need it because once again, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith could go down at any moment. You need depth there. You release Jameer Jones. I think you go edge here, and I know they had Uzama in for a visit, and if he is here, I think he needs to be the pick. But
That's fair. I was thinking linebacker because we do need some linebacker help. I was thinking Drew Sanders from Arkansas. That's right.
Trenton Simpson's there too.
Yeah,
and they have a lot of interest in him.
I could understand an edge guy because a 3-guy rotation at edge would, keep TJ fresh for pretty much the game. Would keep Highsmith fresh.
and even prepare for Highsmith to walk because he is a free agent after 2023.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I
I think an extension gets done. It has to. You let Sutton walk out the door. You can't let Highsmith walk out the door.
So that you still feel Uzama here?
Linebacker is a good argument,
Yeah.
but I feel like that edge rushing depth is more important here.
We'll go Uzama. Let's roll. with it.
Uzama.
Yep.
Right. Luke, you're back up at Tampa.
I will say about my Patriots pick, I had no idea what I was doing. I guess that guy is not on this board. He was on Adam's board, and I'm not going to sit here and insult Adam's board. I'm sure he's fine. And I don't feel all that bad about it when we literally did something like that in real life, drafting post range as high as we did last year. So that is the kind of thing that we would do. with that being said, I've had this pick in mind since we literally started this draft. I held out from the first round. And I think if this were real life, the Buccaneers would be pretty happy that they could do this in the second round, sitting where they're at. So I think that it's not a no-brainer for them, but they're going to be very happy to take Hendon Hooker here at 50.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
that's a good pick.
That's a good pick, though.
Some people, I don't agree with this. Some people say he's not making it out of the first round. So I think that if here a miracle QB6 in this draft,
A three-way QB battle in Tampa
And
Bay.
Jake Hayner.
because
I
I
mean, what do
think
they have
that
to lose, man? You know?
maybe they like what they have in Baker, but they also watched in Carolina when he was unplayable after like week 6 or whatever it was. So
If I'm Tampa,
Yeah.
I look at Sam Laporta as an option at tight end.
I look at that too for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I think they're just like they probably like him, and you know, I don't know. It's just how many guys are really going to be there next year for them to take, and it's just going to.
Speaking of teams that have lost their tight end, the Dolphins are on the board.
Can I be up for them? I haven't been up in a while.
Stetson back.
Go for it.
Go for it, Adam.
Okay.
That's it.
So, unfortunately, he's not on the board. Otherwise, I would have taken the best prospect in this draft. It was between Don't Tamper and Forfeited Selection for me. Both players are pretty good. I think they can become certified Hall of Famers.
High ceilings.
I
High
really
ceilings.
wanted Tom
Um,
Brady and Sean Payton that bad.
But I'm going to go with the guy Dante's been mentioning a lot. He just mentioned him literally, Sam Laporta. I think after losing Mike Gesicki, they need somebody to kind of fill his shoes. And I think Laporta's a good answer. And I mean, it's a tight end from Iowa. You can never go wrong with those. They always seem to work out. I mean, what?
Tight end you.
TJ Hawkinson, George Kittle.
Noah
Noah
Fant.
Fant went to Iowa, yeah.
And also
Come on.
Big Ten tight end, man. You know,
What'd you say?
Big Ten tight end.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
we rarely miss on tight ends. In the Big
That
Ten.
we do. Yeah. So I think Miami would be a great spot for Laporta. So, all right. Who wants to go next? We
I'm
have
back on the clock, Seattle, because apparently I've adopted.
I'll pick for Chicago, I guess.
All right, let's
Yeah.
take
Sure
a
you
look.
don't want
I'll
Nap to pick for Chicago?
Stetson Bennett. I'm just kidding.
I'll go with the Chargers also. I'll get 54.
Okay.
Okay. Then 55 is Nap again, which means, Luke, do you want one of these picks afterward? We'll give him a pick afterwards, okay?
Yeah.
Or do you want a team soon?
I don't really care. I guess I'll keep adopting the Giants because I took a pick for them earlier.
All right. We'll mark Luke down for the Giants.
Although I have no idea how I'm going to take them, so
We'll
it may
figure
be
it out.
another terrible pick.
So who's taking Seattle? Nap?
Me, yes. Let's take a look at that tight end board real
You
quick.
said Chicago.
Nitchy.
I believe Luke Musgrave is
Yeah.
on the board. Yep.
Dante wants the Chargers. Okay. We're
Yeah.
good. Now
Can I
take
go to
Jack.
linebacker?
Linebacker.
Linebacker, yes, please. Okay. Go to center. Go to interior line. Humor me. I just gotta be sure.
Joe Tippmann. Great.
God. Started trying to talk. I got really excited, and then I just started choking on my own spit.
Matt gets super excited when he drafts for the Seahawks. Like, look at that.
Honestly, I have to check. Let me do a quick confirmation on the depth chart. Keep it there though, because I want to see. Yeah, Evan Brown. That's right. That's pain. I missed Evan Brown in Detroit. But he's gonna be.
Any guys from RMU in the draft?
No.
There are no guys from Penn State Beaver. I can confirm that. We don't have a football team.
Thankfully, I'd be quarterback.
Well, they couldn't be any worse than the baseball team.
Right.
Dude, oh my god, they're so good.
Oh my gosh, the baseball team is horrible.
Dude, I don't know what Evan Brown's gonna do. I don't know if he's a long-term answer there. This is tough because Seattle, I'm already kind of feeling their needs here. Go back to linebacker. We'll keep Evan Brown there.
Go with your heart. I mean, we literally had.
We'll go
like,
Diane Henley here because I don't think Drew Sanders or Trenton Simpson go there. I'll go Diane. It just seems like a pick they'd make. They need a lot. The linebacker is kind of a need. Bobby Wagner's only gonna be there he's only on a 1-year contract, so we'll go Diane Henley there.
Smart.
Finishing up with,
Alright.
Chicago, which for reasons.
So Chicago, we picked Paris Johnson for them, correct? That
Yeah,
was their only pick. Okay, so here, corner is definitely a need. Hold on, let me look. What's the D line looking like? Okay. Could shore up the offensive line again, but I think you need defense here, especially a corner. And I'm going to go with.
Keep in mind too, they have invested in corner pretty high second round the last 2-3 drafts. So just keeping that in mind. Jalen Johnson there, Kyler
DJ Turner, I know is really fast, but I think he's a little undersized if I'm not mistaken. So here I feel like Tyreek Stevenson would be a good pick.
Okay.
All right.
Press man type corner guy. I feel like he could fit there.
All right. For the
Okay.
Chargers,
There you go.
I think it's a no-brainer here. You got to go linebacker. And the question is between Trenton Simpson or Drew Sanders for me. I'm going to go Drew Sanders.
Okay.
He's a versatile guy. He's a good pass. He's good in pass coverage, and he's also a good blitzer. And I think the Chargers are getting a good guy here with Drew Sanders. So
Yeah.
a guy I would like the Steelers to go after if he's available in the later rounds, but not later rounds, but second round. But yeah, Drew Sanders is my pick for
You wanted them.
Chargers.
Which means I'm back on the clock. I would have made a different pick here
We'll go Trenton
last
Simpson.
week, but of course, with the news coming to light about Jamison Williams and the gambling, I'm gonna pick a wide receiver here.
Don't gamble with an NFL facility, kids.
Did he
Let's
have
take a look.
over or under for the Garcia tank fight? I was curious.
Over or under.
Did he place a no-run first inning on the MLB game?
Was
Over
his-
under Brian Reynolds 110 million extension.
was his suspension in a parlay for him? If so, he hit.
Yeah.
I hope he didn't go over under on games played this year for himself.
I love that we're all joking about it. Okay.
We're Nap is like a punching bag right now, and we're just wailing.
I'm just here for it at this point.
It's all right.
But I am gonna take wide receiver. What's that?
I said it could be worse. You could be a Clippers fan. All right.
Could be.
Take whatever you want.
Knicks
As a
at 6.
Suns fan, yes, I am very upset about the way.
Under and zero.
Anyways, wide receivers available. I have two guys in mind here: Cedric Tillman or Marvin Mims. I'm gonna go Cedric Tillman. He's someone you can play right away. He'll be fantastic. He's someone that can help stretch the field. He'll be good. But again, not a pick I was hoping I'd have to make. I figured they'd touch upon wide receiver again eventually, but it's just how the board has fallen. It's just how things have gone, unfortunately, especially also losing Quintez Cephas to that indefinite suspension and then got released. That's going to be that moves up the needs list just a bit, but I don't think they're going to take the first round. It'll be a second round pick. Cedric Tillman is the pick right here.
Okay, so I was thinking of taking the Jags since nobody took them.
Okay.
It's perfect. The guy I was thinking about has not been taken yet. I was debating between two people, but I thought of a better guy, and I'm going to go with that guy. I don't know where he's going to get drafted in real life. I remember when like the whole draft process started, some people were like, I saw some people like top 10, but then he was like, okay, maybe a first round, like middle first round. Now he's like, okay, second round, maybe even third round, but who knows? I'm going to have the Jaguars bolstering their secondary, taking 2021 national champion who capped off the game with a pick six, Mr. Keely Ringo.
I forgot he was there.
Yeah, I forgot he
Oh
was
my
there.
God,
too.
why is Julius Brent so far down the board?
I know. I totally forgot about Keely Rico too.
Brent, Phillips, you still got some good. Cornerback is a very nice position in this draft. A lot of depth there. A lot of
Yeah.
top good guys at the top, a lot of depth guys. Very strong cornerback.
And I've
class.
heard some rumblings that a corner could help out the Jags. So I'm going to give him
Yeah.
Him and Tyson Campbell, nice duo there. Shaq Griffin got released early this offseason.
Didn't Tyson Campbell go to Georgia too?
Yeah, believe so.
So there you go. Perfect. All right. Luke, you wanted the Giants?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think they're very happy to take Trenton Simpson at this pick.
Linebackers in need, yeah.
Yeah, it's a need. And Dante, you said you were between the two of them, and you took Drew Sanders, so that's fine. I would have taken the other one anyways. So I think they're still happy with that.
Okay.
All right. So how many picks do we have left? I think 6.
6 picks.
Yes.
So there are 6 of us.
I'll go with
There are 5
Bengals.
of us. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I can't
5.
do math.
I'll take Cincy.
Oh, I was gonna think Cincy. All right. you
I'll
pick
take
Cincy.
Buff.
Who do you want, Niche?
Buff.
Buff.
Hello.
Buff.
You got Buffalo.
All right.
I'll take Dallas right now if people
Okay.
want to do back to back.
We'll give Luke Dallas.
Who have we had Dallas taking, by the way?
Dallas in the first round.
I
So-
gave him Michael Mayer.
I'll just say
Dallas
if
had a tight end.
they haven't
Michael
taken
Mayer.
a running back, I'll have them taking Zach Charbonnet, or however you say it.
Charbonnet. That's a good pick.
I
like
think they
that.
have to take a running back eventually, especially after letting Zeke go. Tony Pollard is a monster, but they can't go without another person behind him.
I agree, especially after the ACL or the whatever the Achilles ACL, the knee.
So
You
there
said
you go.
Zach. You said Zach, and I thought you were about to draft me. I was like, okay.
Zach
Yeah.
Mitchie.
Pack your bags, Mitch.
I'm on my way to Dallas to Jerry World.
Yeah,
Very well.
have
Okay.
fun with Jerry.
That's an early 3rd rounder, I think.
Who wanted Cincy? Was it Knapp
That's
or
fair.
Dante?
And
Dante wanted Cincy.
by the way, I'll tap out. I'll let you guys take the remaining 5 because I don't really have. I don't know who I would take for anybody, so I'm
Okay.
happy tapping out.
That's fine.
Oh
Stay
my
here.
god, I can't believe this guy's still on the board. Oh my.
All right, go ahead. Who is it, Nick?
I'm just gonna do this because I still can't believe this guy's on the board. I can't believe we forgot about him. You guys know how much I love this guy and how much I want to see him in a Steelers uniform.
I already know who it is.
And it's corner Julius Brents.
Okay.
Now, here for Cincy, between 2 guys, between DJ Turner and Luke Musgrave, because they do need a tight end with the departure of Hayden Hurst, to the Carolina Panthers, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
And Burrow does like his tight ends. I'll go Luke Musgrave here
Okay.
from Oregon State.
All right. So you have 3 picks left.
Out
Chicago.
of curiosity, Ned, where would you have gone there?
Well, Niche took Julius Brents off the board. That's where I was gonna go. So
Yeah.
it worked out. But no, I would have since Julius Brents was off the boards, I was gonna go where you were gonna go as well. Luke Musgrave would have been my pick as well.
Okay. So left we have, as Knapp calls them best, Chicago,
Chicago.
Philly, and KC. So
Who wants what?
Dante-
I'll take.
Dante just went. Dante, do you want to tap out or do you want one more pick?
If you guys aren't sure, I'll take the Chiefs last. It doesn't matter to me. I could tap out. It doesn't really matter.
I was thinking of maybe taking them unless you want them.
Go for it, Adam. You're good.
All right, I'll take the Chiefs then.
I don't care who I take. I'll take both Chicago and Philly. I'll go back to back here. I don't even care.
Niche, do you want one more pick or is that cool?
I don't care. I'll do one more.
All right.
Okay.
Who do you want? Chicago or Philly?
Chicago or Philly? I'll do Philly.
All right, Chicago it is for me, I guess.
Yeah, you need to do Chicago now.
Yes, it's perfect.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes.
So Dante, are you good then with tapping out?
I'm out. Yep.
All right, sweet.
All right, so
Okay.
we have 3 picks left. Chicago here. What have we done with Chicago so far? We took Harris Johnson at 9. We took at 53. Who did we take again? We took Tyreek Stevenson.
Stevenson.
Okay, so we right here. Okay, they do need D-line. I'll give him an edge. I'm gonna give him someone who's been rising up the board. Give me out of Northwestern, however the hell you say his name, Atabori. This is like a shot in the dark.
Add it
How
to
do you
me.
say-
Something like that.
You said it better than I did. I never would not have gotten that. So good job on that pronunciation, but that's gonna be my pick there. They do need D-line help though, big time.
Okay, so who have we picked for the Eagles?
Bijan, Miles
Bijan.
Murphy.
Miles Murphy.
Bijan and Miles Murphy. Okay, so we got running back and edge for them. They could go wide receiver here. Let me look at the interior line, see what we. Ooh. I think I have a good pick for them here.
Who is it?
Jason Kelsey, probably gonna be his last season.
They already got
you
Cam
have-
Jurgens. Keep in mind, they already got Cam Jurgens ready to replace him. Keep in mind, so
that is true. Yeah.
they do need O line
Um,
though. Think about just to hint you in the right direction.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I knew who I'd take.
There's really not that much safeties here, to be honest. Although
They do need a safety.
Sidney Brown could be a good. This is tough.
I know who I'd take if I was in your position. I'm just gonna say that. Could go Sydney. Could go.
I
Jordan
feel like
Battle.
I'm gonna stick to the Eagles' roots here with O-line since we haven't picked an O-lineman for them this whole draft. Give me Chandler Savala, NC State.
Okay.
What would you have done that?
Cody Mosh. He's right there on the board.
Who?
Cody Mosh,
Who?
North Dakota State.
Oh,
However you
Mosh.
say
Yeah. Okay, yeah, him. That's still not a bad pick though. So they do
it. He's
need.
a perfect. Lane Johnson's starting to get up there. He's like what 31, 32, 30, one of the in his 30s now. So, they have a system going there. They want to keep that going. I think that would definitely be something they consider as well. I don't hate the Zavala pick though. They do need Gardens, because especially after Samalo left. I don't hate that.
I did forget
Alright.
about Cam Jurgens.
don't
I was about to pick Joe Titman for them. I forgot they had.
Shall I
Jurgens.
finish it out with the Chiefs, boys?
Final pick. Let's do it.
Okay. This is the Mr. Irrelevant pick of the WG mock. So, as Luke said earlier, they just won the Super Bowl. Didn't really make sense to take a receiver that early, especially when they didn't really need one that early. But I think I'm going to take advantage of somebody available here at 63. And it's someone who I think is super underrated in this class. And I've heard a lot of people like him. And that is Mr. Xavier Hutchinson from Iowa State.
And
That's
that
going to be the
Yeah.
last. Let's see
Grading our
what
draft.
Let's see what they grade our draft.
it's gonna
They don't
take
grade
forever
it.
since it's
You
2
just
rounds.
show
Forever. Because they gotta
What
go
result?
4 results.
And this,
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Actually, never mind.
as
This is
Troy,
the
as
weekly
Troy Dan
gridiron
says,
mock.
yeah, as Troy Dan says, and this is the team that the mock drafted us.
That's the weekly gridiron drafted us.
Can you name one NBA player for me?
I
There it is.
don't have any players.
I don't have any players.
Well, boys, that's it.
All right. Well, the real draft is in 2 days from now. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see who Carolina's franchise QB will be. Although I have a feeling
Now-
of who it will be.
Matt will be at my house to view the draft. So
Confirmed draft.
I will
party.
be here in my Panthers jersey.
Luke will be there, praying that the Patriots don't. I don't know.
I'll
Who's
be
to
I'm
say?
there.
gonna be there. I'm gonna be there having no clue what the Steelers are gonna do. Just
Patriots
all
will
options are on the
select
table
Cole
for them. And I like it that way because I feel like the Steelers have been kind of predictable these past 2-3 years.
I'll
in the
be there
draft.
waiting for us to inevitably trade down.
Hey, there's no one tackle.
Draft Will Levis.
Will Levis, embrace the chaos.
Yeah, right.
Bill Belichick's gonna pick a Cole Strange type guy at 14 that we never heard of before. So
You could get Brenton Strange, Penn State tight end.
Yeah,
Right,
Penn
yeah.
State tight end.
Anyway, I think
Yeah.
that's it, boys.
All right.
can't wait, boys. Can't wait.
Yeah. Well, hey, Nap, Nitchy, thank you guys for coming on today. It's great
Always.
to
Thank
have
you.
Thank
you.
you for having us.
Thank you, guys.
As always,
As always.
thank you, boys. For the WG episode number 2020. As always, we are your hosts, Adam
Dante?
and
Blue.
and we'll see you guys next time. I have no idea when that will be, but we'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Peace out.